Here's something most guys don't realize. When a woman is interested, she's not likely to come right out and say it. Instead, she'll drop subtle hints. And one of the easiest ways she does this is through questions. What seem like casual, innocent inquiries are often meant to get your attention and gauge your interest without being too obvious. Today, we're diving into 9 key questions women ask when they're trying to spark your curiosity or see if you're paying attention. These questions might sound like small talk, but they're much more strategic. Let's break down what these questions really mean so the next time you hear one, you'll know she's not just being friendly, she's signaling her interest. 1. Do you have a girlfriend? When she asks if you're seeing someone, it's not just casual curiosity. This question is a classic way for her to find out if you're available without coming off as too forward. It's a low-risk way for her to gauge your romantic status. If you say you're single, you've just opened a door for her. And if you tell her you're taken, don't be surprised if her follow-up is something like, "Really? I can't believe someone hasn't scooped you up yet." This is more than just a polite remark. It's a subtle way of putting herself in the picture. The key here is how she reacts to your answer. If she seems genuinely interested, you've likely passed her first test. And if she asks more questions about your past relationships, that's a sign she's digging for information because she's interested in more than just a friendly chat. 2. What do you like to do for fun? This question isn't just filler conversation. It's about figuring out your lifestyle and seeing if you're compatible. When she asks about your hobbies or how you spend your free time, she's looking for shared interests. If you say you're into hiking or playing guitar, and she jumps in with, "I've always wanted to try that," or "That sounds fun," she's not just being polite. She's fishing for a connection, something to keep the conversation going and potentially set up future plans. She's trying to see if you two can vibe on the same level. If she follows up by sharing what she likes to do, it's a sign she's opening the door to see if you're interested in hanging out sometime. It's less about the hobby itself and more about building a bond based on shared experiences. 3. Where are you from? At first glance, this seems like a basic getting to know you question, but it's actually a deeper probe. She's trying to find out more about your background, and more importantly, she's trying to see if there's a way to connect with you on a personal level. Sharing stories about where you grew up, your culture, or your experiences in different cities can help her see if your lives might blend together. She's gathering information to make you feel more comfortable and familiar because familiarity builds attraction. If she follows up with questions about your family or childhood, she's showing even more interest in your personal history, which is a pretty strong sign she's into you. 4. Who are you here with? When she asks this, she's not just curious about your social plans. She's trying to figure out if there's another woman in the picture. This question helps her assess the competition without having to ask outright if you're dating someone. If you say you're with friends, she's mentally checking the box that says you're available. If you're there solo, even better. This might give her the green light to spend more time with you. But if you mention being with another woman, don't be surprised if her demeanor changes. It's her way of quickly scoping out the situation to see if she has a chance to be the one you're paying attention to that night. 5. Have you been here before? This question is about more than just geography. It's a way for her to figure out your social habits and how well you fit into her world. If you're a regular at the spot, she might try to find out more about the kind of people you hang out with or how often you go out. If you're new to the place, it gives her a chance to show off her knowledge or maybe even suggest another spot for the future. It's her way of subtly asking about your lifestyle. Are you the type of guy who's out all the time, or do you have your favorite hangouts? Either way, she's trying to assess if you're someone who fits into her social world, and maybe even hint at spending more time together in similar places. 6. Are you into insert interest? This question is her way of testing your compatibility. If she knows you're into something, like a certain type of music, sports, or hobby, she'll ask about it to see if you're aligned with her interests. Shared hobbies can create a quick bond, and she's looking for that connection. If she asks about something like yoga, hiking, or music, she's not just making conversation. She's testing to see if you fit into her world. And if she doesn't share that interest but follows up by saying something like, "I've always wanted to try that," it's a sign she's open to learning more about you, which is a green flag for sure. 7. What kind of music do you listen to? Music is personal and emotional, so when she asks about your taste in music, she's not just curious. She's trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Music has the power to evoke emotions. and it's a way for her to get to know what moves you, emotionally speaking. If she shares her favorite bands or reacts excitedly to your choices, it's a strong signal that she's trying to bond over something more intimate. And if she hasn't heard of the band you mentioned, don't be surprised if she suggests you show her some tracks. That's her way of building a deeper connection through a shared experience. 8. Do you work out? This question is her low-key way of checking out your physique without being too direct. She's already noticed how you look, and now she's fishing for details about how you keep yourself in shape. If you respond with, "Yeah, I hit the gym a few times a week," she might follow up with something like, "It shows," or "You look like you do." It's not just a question about fitness, it's a compliment in disguise. She's letting you know she's paying attention to your body and she's interested. It's also her way of gauging how much you value physical fitness, which can be a big deal if she's into maintaining her own fitness or if she's envisioning doing active things together, like hiking or working out as a couple. 9. Are you going to this upcoming event? When she asks about an event, it's often a sign that she's hoping to see you there. Or even better, make plans to meet up. She's trying to create future opportunities for interaction without making it feel like a formal invitation. It's a casual way for her to lock in some FaceTime in the near future. If you say you're planning to go, she might suggest meeting up or say something like, "Maybe I'll see you there," which is her way of expressing interest while keeping things light. Even if you weren't planning on going, this is her chance to put the event on your radar, hoping you'll change your plans just to see her again. Before we wrap up, there's something most guys overlook when it comes to these questions. It's not just about the words she's saying, it's about what's happening around them. The questions are only part of the story. Let's dive into 2 bonus insights that will help you read between the lines even more effectively. Bonus insight 1. Body language speaks louder than words. It's not just what she asks, but how she's acting when she asks it. If she's leaning in, making frequent eye contact, or subtly mirroring your movements, her body language is telling you what her words might not. These nonverbal cues, like playing with her hair, touching her face, or even casually brushing your arm, are signals of attraction. If you notice these physical hints while she's asking you those key questions, she's likely giving you the green light. Her body language can often reveal her true feelings before she even realizes it. So if the words and actions match, you've got a strong indication that she's interested. Bonus insight 2. Timing is everything. Another crucial factor? When she asks these questions, the timing of her inquiries can tell you a lot about her intentions. If she's asking about your relationship status or hobbies early on, she's likely trying to get your attention quickly and gauge your availability right away. This shows that she's invested in knowing more about you and might be hoping for a deeper connection. On the other hand, if these questions come later in the conversation, she's probably testing the waters, seeing how the vibe feels before getting personal. Either way, the timing of these questions is key. Early questions are a bolder move, while later questions suggest she's warming up to the idea of something more. Before we wrap up, I've got something exciting for you. In the next video, She's Into You If She Gives You This Compliment, we're breaking down the subtle compliments women give when they're attracted. These aren't your everyday compliments. They're low-key signals that most guys miss. Make sure you check it out when it drops. And if this video gave you a new perspective, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Also, I'd love to hear if any of these questions have come up in your conversations. Think about it, and maybe we'll dive deeper into those experiences next time.